Hey there, dear seniors. If you're receiving a grant from SASSA, listen up, because what I'm about to share could impact your income starting June 1st, 2025. Yes, the rules around your grants are changing, and it's urgent that you know exactly what these changes mean for you and your loved ones. Imagine waking up one day to find your monthly grant has been affected, maybe reduced, delayed, or subject to new conditions you didn't expect. That's the reality many might face if they're not prepared. Think about all the things you rely on this grant for: paying bills, buying medicine, putting food on the table. It's not just money, it's peace of mind. And with these new rules coming into effect, that peace of mind could be shaken. But don't worry, this video is here to guide you through every detail so you won't be caught off guard. I'll explain the new requirements, who will be affected, and what you need to do right now to protect your grant. Whether you're already receiving payments or planning to apply, the information you'll get here is essential. This isn't just about rules, it's about your security, your dignity, and your future. So please, don't scroll past this video. Stay with me because every second counts, and missing these updates could cost you dearly. If you find this video helpful, hit that like button to let me know you care about staying informed. Subscribe and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any crucial updates from me. And drop your questions or experiences in the comments. Let's support each other through these changes. Ready to take control and face these new SASSA rules head on? Let's get started. Now that we've set the stage with the urgency and importance of the upcoming changes to SASSA grants starting June 1st, 2025, let's take a deep dive into what these changes really mean for you. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when hearing about new rules, especially when they concern something as critical as your monthly grant, your lifeline. But the more informed you are, the more control you have over your situation. So let's walk through this together, step by step. First, it's important to understand that SASSA's grant programs are designed to support millions of South Africans who face economic hardship, especially our beloved seniors, the disabled, and children in vulnerable families. The government has been working hard to improve these programs to ensure they're fair, efficient, and sustainable for the future. However, as with any system, rules have to evolve to meet new challenges, and sometimes that means new eligibility criteria, documentation requirements, or changes in payment processes. Starting June 1st, 2025, several of these new rules will come into effect, and while many of these changes are designed to tighten the system against fraud and misuse, which is important to protect the funds for those who really need them, it also means that you, as a legitimate beneficiary, must be more vigilant than ever. For example, SASSA will require more frequent and detailed verification of your personal details, income status, and living arrangements. This might sound like extra paperwork and visits to SASSA offices, but it's a necessary step to ensure you continue receiving your grant without interruption. If you're wondering what kinds of verifications will be required, they could include submitting updated identity documents, proof of residence, or evidence of your income or financial support from family. Some beneficiaries may even be asked to attend interviews or provide sworn affidavits confirming their circumstances. The key here is to respond quickly and accurately to any requests from SASSA to avoid delays or suspension of your payments. Ignoring these notices or failing to provide the requested information could result in temporary suspension until everything is resolved. Another important change concerns the review of eligibility status. SASSA has strengthened its data matching systems, meaning they will cross-check information from different government departments, banks, and other databases. This helps identify discrepancies, such as beneficiaries receiving grants they shouldn't be or those who have passed away but whose accounts haven't been updated. This crackdown is intended to free up resources and ensure the funds go to those genuinely in need. For you, this means your information must be current and truthful. Any changes in your status, like moving homes, changes in household income, or marital status, must be reported promptly. Let's talk about the impact these changes could have on your grant payments. For most seniors receiving the old age grant, the monthly amount remains the same unless there is a general increase announced by government, like the usual annual inflation adjustment. However, if SASSA finds that your personal circumstances have changed significantly, they may adjust your grant accordingly. For example, if a household member starts earning an income that supports you, or if your living situation improves, your grant could be reduced or even stopped. You might feel worried hearing this, but keep in mind that these measures are designed to protect the integrity of the system, and for most beneficiaries who are truthful and transparent, the process is smooth and hassle-free. It's when people ignore communication from SASSA or submit false information that complications arise. So, staying proactive and honest is your best defense. In addition to verification, SASSA will also update payment methods to improve security and convenience. While many beneficiaries still receive cash payments at pay points, there is a growing push towards electronic payments directly into bank accounts or through card systems. Electronic payments reduce the risk of theft or fraud and make it easier to track payments. If you haven't yet set up a bank account for your grant or if you're using a card system, now is a great time to visit your local bank or SASSA office to get everything in order. This way, you won't miss any payments when the new system kicks in. A concern many seniors have is the possibility of payment delays during these transitions. It's understandable, when your monthly grant is your main source of income, any delay can be stressful. SASSA has acknowledged this concern and has promised to minimize disruptions by streamlining verification processes and increasing staff at pay points. Still, it's wise to prepare yourself and your family by planning your finances a little ahead of June 1, 2025. Keeping some savings, budgeting carefully, and having a contact person at SASSA can help you navigate any unexpected issues quickly. Now, what about new applicants for SASSA grants? If you or someone you know is planning to apply for a grant, the new rules mean that the application process will be more thorough. You will need to provide detailed documentation and may have to attend interviews to prove your eligibility. This is good news in one way. It means the system is working to ensure that grants are awarded fairly and to those who truly need them. But it also means applicants should prepare for a slightly longer process and be ready to follow up regularly. For seniors who have mobility or health challenges, SASSA offers support services to assist with applications and verification. Volunteers and community workers are available to help collect documents and accompany beneficiaries to appointments. If this applies to you, don't hesitate to ask for help from local organizations or your family. No one should be left behind due to physical difficulties. Beyond the immediate procedural changes, there is an ongoing conversation in South Africa about the long-term sustainability of social grants. With millions of people depending on them, it's essential that the system remains financially sound. The government is exploring new ways to improve efficiency and reduce fraud, including digital ID verification and biometric data. While this may sound complicated, these innovations could make the system more reliable and faster in the future. But there's also a human side to this story. For many seniors, the grant is not just money, it's dignity and independence. Knowing that you can buy your own food, pay for your medication, or help your grandchildren attend school means the world. So, as changes come, it's natural to feel anxious or uncertain. But remember, these reforms are aimed at protecting that dignity and ensuring that social support continues for generations to come. It's incredibly important to keep the lines of communication wide open with your family members, especially during times of change like this. Many seniors rely heavily on their children, grandchildren, or other trusted relatives not just for emotional support but also for practical assistance in managing finances and navigating the often complex and confusing information about grants and government programs. These family members often help by explaining new rules, filling out forms, accompanying you to appointments, or simply reminding you about important deadlines. So, make sure to keep your loved ones fully informed about the upcoming changes to the SASSA grant rules. When your family understands what's happening and what you need to do, they can step in and assist whenever necessary, making the whole process much smoother and less stressful for you. Sharing information openly and working together as a team can significantly reduce confusion, avoid misunderstandings, and prevent any missed opportunities or late submissions that could affect your payments. Beyond the immediate support of family, it's also crucial to appreciate the power and strength of your community. In South Africa, there are many senior-focused organizations, faith-based groups, and local non-governmental organizations, NGOs, that offer valuable resources, guidance, and assistance related to social grants and other services. Engaging actively with these groups can provide much more than just information. They can offer emotional support, a sense of belonging, and practical help such as workshops on how to apply for grants, help with filling out paperwork, or advice on managing finances during this transition period. These community networks often become lifelines for seniors facing challenges, helping you to feel less isolated and more empowered. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Leaning on your community, whether it's neighbors, church groups, or local support centers, can make a huge difference in how well you cope with changes and manage your benefits. Another very important piece of advice is to always stay vigilant when it comes to where you get your information. Unfortunately, misinformation spreads very quickly, especially on social media platforms where rumors and false claims can create unnecessary panic or confusion. To protect yourself and your peace of mind, always verify any news or updates about your SASSA grant from official and trustworthy sources. This includes checking announcements directly from SASSA's official website, government portals, or recognized community organizations. If you ever come across information that seems unclear or suspicious, don't hesitate to ask a trusted family member, friend, or a community leader who can help you verify the facts. Taking these extra steps ensures you don't fall victim to scams or false information that could jeopardize your grant.